Tex, you're giving everybody migraines. Oh.
Freaking forehead.
Where's my powder brush?
Oh, are those lash extensions? Or ooh, what are those lashes?
Can't find anything because I've got it in front of my face. Hi, I'm Mallory Brooke, makeup artist and content creator here on YouTube, and today I'm going to be showing you my fresh spring glam look. This is honestly a look I go for when I don't have a lot of time to do a glam look, but the occasion calls for a glam look. You know, a little something more than mascara, blush, and a lipstick. And anytime I'm wearing this look on YouTube, I do actually in real time get comments asking for a tutorial on the makeup. And the makeup is incredibly simple, but there are a lot of tips and tricks that I think might be very interesting to you, especially when it comes to how I apply my false lashes, which really I feel like are the, you know, the main show on this type of look. I'm gonna show you how to honestly make your false lashes look more like lash extensions than a strip lash. There are some tricks to it, but there's also a lot of other fun makeup we're gonna get into. So let's get into the makeup tutorial.
Okay, let's go.
Really quickly, I want to point out the foundation that I have on right now is one that I'm testing, so I've already done the application for that video, but it is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow Skin Tint slash foundation. Come on, there she is. They call it a skin tint, but they also call it a foundation, so I don't think Tarte's really quite sure, but that's what we're testing. Everything else, you're about to see how I quickly apply and get ready for this look. So the very first thing that this look calls for is some contour. Hello. So I'm going to be using my Cosmetics So Soft Contour in the shade Terra. And when I'm doing this makeup look and not talking, ooh girl, I could get this full glam type makeup done in like 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to just blend this out. And the reason why I contour underneath my brow bone, it gives me a little lift, it gives the illusion of more lid space. And it really pays off if you are gonna do like an eyeshadow type application, because then it kind of tricks your mind into thinking you have more lid space, so you can have a little more fun with eyeshadow if you have hooded lids like I do. But for this look, it's really just gonna give you a nice fresh faux eye lift. Next, for bronzer, if it wasn't springtime, I'd go for something like Cosmetics So Soft bronzer in summer. It's a matte bronzer, but I have been loving the Tower 28 Bronzino bronzer in West Coast. It has a little bit of gold shimmer in there. I say a little bit, it's kind of like a lot, but I really like the way it bronzes and also adds a bit of a glow, and it really kind of gives you that, it's almost like a fake tan for your face, honestly, more so than a bronzer. So I just like to take it wherever the sun would naturally kiss my face, and it gives you, again, that extra bit of glow with that gold shimmer in there. Now for blush, I did my top 6 spring blushes right now, and this is one of them. This is the Merit Blush Balm in Persimmon. It's a nice kind of transition from winter to spring shade because it does give you a little bit of a sun-kissed look, but there's a lot of depth and warmth there that, you know, you still kind of want to hold on to from winter time, but I really like the sun-kissed look even in spring. And there is a lot more red in this one.
Then say, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
There's enough red in here to kind of give your face a little bit of a poppy spring vibe. Yeah, kind of like actually like a red poppy color. And the Flush Bombs are a little bit glowy, but they're not sticky, so your hair's not gonna stick to your face or anything. So basically all of the work for this makeup look that I like to wear a lot, whether it's spring or anytime I wanna be kind of quick glam, all the work is kind of in the beginning. Just quickly applying your coverage products, your blushes, your bronzers, your contours, you know, underpainting type stuff, and then boom, you're at the eyes and you're finished. For concealer, I'm gonna be using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This is in the shade NC10. It has an SPF of 35, and I recently did a big MAC haul, and this concealer used to be my holy grail concealer in my early 20s, and I've just tried so many products since purchasing this several times in my early 20s that I kind of forgot about it, and I'm like, wow, this is one of the best concealers I've ever tried. I forgot. Looks like skin. It blends out beautifully. You can use your finger if you want. I don't like to use my finger with coverage products, fingers, because it just makes me feel gross. And I don't like putting any excess bacteria on my skin that I definitely don't need. I'm just using a Sigma concealer brush. Right now I can't find my MAC concealer brush, but I do prefer the MAC concealer brush that's shaped like this. It's a little bit thinner and the bristles are a little more consistent. The Sigma one is a little choppy for my liking. An application can create kind of like choppy lines. But again, you can apply this concealer with your finger if you would like. It's a cute little pot. I'm just gonna take what's on the excess of this brush, kind of brighten the center of my forehead. All right, now I'm going to set my concealer with the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder in the shade 1. And I'm only gonna powder where I applied the concealer on my eyes, because for one thing, I'm testing this foundation, which I think the foundation review will be going up before this video, so I'll have that linked. I'll have that linked if you wanna see how I feel about this foundation over time. Foundation, skin tint, whatever they decide it's gonna be. Now, for this next step, you can totally skip it. I really like to bake because I like my under eyes to be a little brighter than the rest of my face and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder in Rose. It's just got a slight pink tint to it, and it really brightens the area and cancels out even more blue. But if you feel like baking is not for you, then definitely skip this step. It is not required. It's just something that I like to do on myself for a little extra brightness and to make my concealer last all day, because it actually bakes the product into the skin. Powder traps the heat and it uses your body temperature to bake the product into your skin. All right, for brows, I never do my brows on camera, so you're welcome. I just feel like it's harder to do, and I can't really talk while I do my brows if I, you know, and not mess them up. I don't really have a distinct shape to my brows. I just really ruined them, you know, in the early 2000s by getting them waxed. Well, my mom taking me to get them waxed, and the hook shape was really in back in the late 90s and early 2000s, so we're stuck with trying to figure this out. My absolute holy grail brow pencil is the Hourglass Arch Brow in Platinum Blonde. I like the way this product lasts. I like the undertone of it. It matches my eyebrows. A lot of blonde brow products tend to lean warm, and it makes me look crazy. So I really just try to fill in where I'm missing brows, because if I go too crazy and try to reshape my brows completely, it just never looks good. So kind of leaning into the thinner brow that I already have, because, you know, people are like, oh, I grew my brows back. How? Mine never grew back. And I have attempted and tried so many times, I cannot tell you. Well, I done marked on our freaking,
Freaking forehead.
For brow gel, this has been my holy brow gel since I've tried it. It is the Merit 1980 Brow in Blonde. Again, it's flexible, but it holds your brows in place. Plus, it is such a nice, cool undertoned blonde shade, so you don't get, you know, the random warmth that just throws everything off. I'm blonde, I'm not redheaded, you know? And if I want to do any corrections, I take my MAC, oh gosh, 212. I've had this baby for like, oh man, almost 15 years, I think. It's a nice, sharp, flat brush. You can use this for eyeliner as well, but I really like to use it for some brow correction, you know? I definitely need it nearly every time just because my brows are, like I said, not a distinct shape. All right, now is where we do the first step of lashes. So I hate when it's time to use a new strip lash. My favorite time to wear lashes is after I've worn my lashes at least once. They're kind of seasoned, they're cut down correctly, you know? There's just something about like a second or third wear of a good strip lash. The lashes that I am always wearing, that you guys see me is wearing, is Lily Lashes Miami Lights. That's what we have today. Looking kind of crazy, but girl, you can get about 15 to 20 uses out of these. I just, you know, clean little band with alcohol, pull off the glue, and these babies last forever. I actually have a subscription I get every month, lashes, and it's always Miami Lights. So I've already got these cut down, but before we even touch the eyes, because the steps for the lashes, it's a little intensive, but once you get a routine down, it goes by fast. So you're gonna wanna use a liquid liner that does not smudge on you at all. Right now, I'm loving Rare Beauty's Perfect Strokes liquid liner for that. You're going to take your lashes and you're going to apply your liner to the lash band, and that kind of disguises any old glue that might still be on there that you weren't able to pull off, or any eyeshadow that hasn't come off when you clean your lashes, and so you're not gonna get like white specks. I mean, sometimes it happens, but this is a sure way to avoid that. So again, take your liner that you prefer, go along the lash band in all the areas that might look a little eyeshadowy or gluey. Now this gives your liner time to dry on the lashes before you apply your glue, so you don't get smudging. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wipe, where's my powder brush? Oh, right in front of my face. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my bake off. Again, totally optional step. And this is all I do for the eyes, okay? Here we go. All right, I take one eyeshadow, and I love this eyeshadow for this. This is Jones Road, the perfect eyeshadow in the shade Chic. I've actually almost hit pan on this. I like to use an eyeshadow that is matte, blendable, will set anything that's on my eyelids already if the powder hasn't set it, and I use 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone to brighten my entire eyelid area. This will make you look awake and fresh and honestly very springy. And I like to use a big fat applicator brush. This is a Sigma large fluff, and I just apply it to my lids all the way up to my brows, literally, and it just brightens everything up, and it really makes the lashes stand out whether you wear false lashes or mascara. If you have long enough lashes or you don't like wearing false lashes, just go ahead and apply mascara and you'll still look springy and fresh. This is just exactly what I do when I wear this look that you guys see me wear a lot. And anytime I'm wearing this look out, I get questions.
Oh, are those lash extensions? Or ooh, what are those lashes?
So this is it. This is all I do. Can't find anything because I've got it in front of my face. Now it's time to apply the glue. The glue I've used for 10 plus years is Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. No formaldehyde, nothing. This will hold your lashes through anything, but it won't rip your lashes out. This glue is incredible. I will cry the day they discontinue it. It is my favorite. It's clear. It doesn't irritate my eyes. And again, you can easily pull the lashes off. But even if you cry in this, it's really hard for your lashes to come off. It's magical. So I apply the glue to this actual strip here, and this will give your lashes enough time for the glue to get a little tacky. And another little tip is I apply less glue in the center, and I go ahead and apply a little extra to the outer corners, just like that. And that also helps hold them, and when you go to pull them off, it doesn't rip your lashes out because there's less glue in the center, but it's enough to hold. But the corners won't lift if you apply just a little bit extra to the outer parts of the strip lash. And there you go. Now, get to roll right into it, you know what I mean? This is all very timely stuff. I curl my lashes and apply 1 coat of mascara using a Laura Mercier eyelash curler. It is my favorite eyelash curler of all time. And yes, I also own the Surat Releve. I just like the way this curls my lashes and fits my lids a little bit better. Mascara, I'm gonna use the YSL Lash Clash. I love this. It makes my lashes so feathery, soft, and volumized at the same time. And I apply mascara before lashes because I feel like it helps everything look a little more seamless and natural. If you go to apply mascara after you apply your lashes, you're gonna get mascara on your lashes, and it's just easier to see where your natural lashes start and stop. Plus, by avoiding applying mascara to the actual strip lash, they last longer. So while I let the glue dry just a little bit longer, I like it to be a little blue with a little bit of white left, but not too much. Actually, this one looks about ready. So I think I have time to apply my powder bronzer. I'm gonna be using the Jones Road The Bronzer in the shade Golden Tan. And now if you're not comfortable with just leaving your lids very bright, you can go ahead and apply a little bronzer in the crease, but I really like a bright lid, especially for spring and this really simple look. Now I'm going to use my lash tweezers. These are from Crave Lashes. They are my favorite tweezers. I got sent them to me years ago. Let's zoom in here. And they are my favorite. So here's the key. You're gonna take your lash when you apply, you're gonna apply it like this, going down, and then push up on the lid of, or the skin of the eyelid. So find your center, push your lashes down, and go right underneath that little fatty area on the lid, and that is what makes the lashes look like they're coming out of your eyelid. Now I know the glue isn't dry already, or already completely dry, but it looks like these lashes are growing out of my eyelid because it's underneath that little fat pad there. Do the same thing on the other eye before this glue dries. I'm talking too much. Okay, so go down like this and push up on that little fatty part. So find your center, push down on the lashes, push up to get that underneath the skin there. That sounds so dangerous, but it's not, I promise. One of these lashes got a little wily here. All right, now I'm gonna wait for that to dry even more, seal its deal, and then I'm gonna have to cut this wily lash off. Now, for highlight, I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty highlighter in Flaunt. It's a bronzy gold, but I'm gonna use it with a very big stippling brush because if I use a denser brush with this, it's a little too dark for my skin tone. But if I use something like the Sigma Duo Fiber F50 and I apply it just like this, it just gives me a nice golden glow. And I really prefer like golden or like champagne, peachy highlights. If I go to pink or icy, it makes me look like I'm dead in the ground in the ice. What? Now I'm gonna take my Refer 22 which I use for face blending, and I'm just gonna blend all of my face products together. Now, the last steps to make your eyelashes look seamless is take your liquid liner that doesn't smudge on you. I highly recommend the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes liquid liner or the M Cosmetics black brush tip liner. Those two do not smudge on my hooded lids at all. Right now, I'm just loving how black the Rare Beauty one is. So you're gonna go in, you're going to take your liquid liner and meet where your lash strips stop and bring it into the inner corner. And that, okay, look, this eye versus this eye, this looks seamless and like this might be lash extensions. And this eye, since it stops right here, the darkness of the band, it looks like you're wearing strip lash. Now you can apply liquid liner beforehand, but that's risk of like getting your glue to dampen the liner and get all over your lid. So this is why I do it like this. So again, meet it at the band and bring it in. All right, now is when I apply the mascara to my bottom lashes and just a little bit more to the inner corner lashes so they stand out even more to make it look even more natural.
2,000 years later.
All right, now it's time for lips, and I love a good fresh nude in the spring, and I also love like a rose, like a deep rosy shade in the spring. So today we're gonna go a little more deep rosy. We've got our brown going, we've got our bronzy type of cheeks and glow to our face. So I'm gonna use Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in Parchment and just blend it, soften it. Just got the lip liner all over my freaking face. For a lipstick, I chose Charlotte Tilbury's Glowing Gin, which is a nice kind of deep rose. It's still a little vibrant though, and since it is, I think it's the Hot Lips formula, it's a little glowy. Now you could use something like Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat and Hot Gossip. That leans more red. Parchment leans more warm brown, and that's what we're going for today. All right, this is how I get my fresh makeup look. Quick glam. I know this wasn't a quick video, but if I, like I said, if I'm not talking, I can do this look in like 15 minutes. Everything, all the hard work is really up front, and then you just gotta pay attention to your lashes to get them to look as most natural as possible. You're welcome, you found out how to do that today. It's all about timing and steps, and if you have all the right tools and all the right tricks, you're welcome, then you can get your, falsies to look like they're coming from your lids. And that's today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more makeup tutorials. They are rare here on YouTube, but a lot of people don't watch them. So if you would like to see more in your feed, definitely give this video a thumbs up. And it also lets me know that you enjoy these videos more as well. And I can do more tips and tricks tutorials if you would like to see them. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Look at the lashes, see what I'm saying? Also, really quick, everything I used and mentioned will be listed in order of use in the info box below. All right, goodbye you guys.
All right.